With everything going on in the real estate market right now, I mean, you have rising home prices, mortgage rates that are still bouncing around, unfortunately, kind of high. Also, you might be thinking, well, what if I look into buying a foreclosure? I mean, that's where the deals are at, right? Here are 5 reasons why buying a foreclosure may not be everything that it's advertised to be. Oh, and be sure to stick around because I also have a free gift I think you're going to find very helpful regardless of whether you're buying a foreclosure or not. Reason number 1, they're sold as is and there can be hidden repair costs. Yeah, foreclosure homes are usually sold as is, which translation means what you see is what you get. It's not at all uncommon to get a no repairs and no credits type of situation. So if you are going in thinking, you think you can fix that before we close on the house? You are likely to be very disappointed. If the house that you're looking at is in a pre-foreclosure, meaning the bank hasn't come in and taken the house back yet, then the current owners that are still living in the house, they're going to know, or at least they should know, everything that's going on with the house. But once the bank has taken it back, I mean, they've never lived there. They don't have any clue what's going on between those 4 walls. You could walk into the house and look around and think, this isn't that bad. I mean, a little paint, maybe some new carpet. This isn't that bad at all. But is the electrical system okay? Are there any plumbing issues or plumbing issues behind any of the walls? How about the roof? How's that going? What about pests? Termite, anything like that? If you're buying that house as is, then if any of those are an issue at that house, those are going to be on you. Hey, real quick, if this is your first time here, my name's Jose and I am your SoCal Realtor. We help Inland Empire homeowners sell smart, buy better, and move with confidence. So if you are thinking about making a move, don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I, we are here and ready to help you. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. Reason number 2 is it can sometimes be a complicated purchase process.
What's going on around here?
Buying a foreclosure, home that's already been foreclosed on, it's already been taken back by the bank, but buying a foreclosure, it's not like buying from a typical seller because you're not negotiating with the homeowner, with people. Instead, with a foreclosure, you're negotiating with a bank. And while this may not necessarily be always the case, but oftentimes when you're dealing with institutions like that, they can move a little slower. Yeah, their response to any offers that they received, I mean, it can take a little longer. I mean, sometimes it can take days or possibly even weeks to get an answer to your offer. They can also, potentially anyway, but they can also take longer than your typical 30-day escrow in order to be able to close. And it is not uncommon for there to be extra paperwork involved, extra disclaimers, extra liability waivers, all involved when purchasing a foreclosure home. And like I said, it can take a little longer for them to get back to you. So you're wondering, I mean, okay, we made an offer, are we accepted, are we declined, what's going on, and nothing. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you go. Your offer is accepted, and now you're expected to jump through hoops to be able to meet all these deadlines. And if you have strict time frames of your own, to be able to move from wherever you're at right now to go to wherever it is you're moving to, but if you have strict time frames for that, I mean, this kind of stuff, it can potentially put a wrench in your plans. Quick question for you. Have you ever toured a home, or maybe not you, maybe you know of somebody that toured a home, really liked the home, hey, this is really nice, and ended up finding out later that, wow, it was a little more of a complicated process for that house than you expected. If that's ever happened, do me a favor, let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. Reason number 3 is foreclosures. They can sometimes bring financing challenges. Sometimes a lender, they will be hesitant to loan money on purchasing a home that's in really bad condition. And when it comes to foreclosures, it's not uncommon for them to fit into that category.
This house is a complete disaster.
Hear me though, I'm not saying that means that you're completely out of luck though. No, because you may be able to use what's called a rehab loan, such as for instance, you have the FHA 203K loan. So, you could go that route, or maybe the lender, they will loan you the money. It's just that before they'll loan you that money, they're going to require a bigger down payment for that purchase, or maybe you just make the purchase in cash. Yeah, that last one may not be as easy for everybody though. I'm not saying that's going to be the case for every foreclosure, not at all. I just don't want you to go into it thinking a foreclosure, you're getting a great deal, all right, only to be surprised by the fact that, financing for that house is going to be a little tougher. By the way, if you are finding this helpful at all, I did put together a free home buyer's guide, walks you through the entire process of buying a home. You can grab that after the video. In fact, the link is in the description below. Reason number 4 is there can be sometimes pretty intense competition. Now, here's something they don't always show you on those HGTV home bargain buying episodes. I mean, you're not the only one looking for a good deal. No, with foreclosures, you're most likely going to be going up against home buyers, and not just other home buyers like yourself, but you might be going up against cash investors. You might be going up against flippers, those that are going in, buying a house, rehab it, and flip it for a profit. You might also be going up against landlords looking for their next rental property. It's not uncommon to see foreclosure homes listed below market value because the bank's trying to draw extra attention to the house. And it does work. But because of that, you could potentially be in a bidding situation for that house. And if one of the other buyers that you're competing against is an investor that comes in with a full cash offer, they have no contingencies attached to that offer, and they're doing it with a 7-day close, unfortunately, that can be a little tough to compete with. Banks that are selling a foreclosed home, just like anyone else, they're obviously looking for the highest and best offer that they can get, but they're also looking for the easiest and cleanest offer that they can get for the house too. Reason number 5, the potential for lower long-term value. A cheaper purchase price today doesn't always necessarily mean a great return later. The reason I say that is sometimes some foreclosures might be in an area or a neighborhood that has had some decline. Maybe the local economy has taken a hit, or maybe the crime rate for that area is up, or maybe just there's been very little investment in that area. Whatever the reason is, I would ask yourself this: are local values rising, or are they stagnant, or worse, are they falling? Are new businesses moving into the area, or are they moving out? What are the resale comps nearby? What are they like? Here's another reason I say that is because even after repairs, even after you fix holes in walls, or maybe you replace the roof, or what, but just even after repairs, if the house itself has an outdated floor plan, or maybe just older dated features, I mean things like this, they could potentially, but they could make the resale for that house just a little tougher. Sometimes that discounted sales price, it can get eaten up by any needed repairs for the house, or as we just talked about, maybe also any needed updates for the house. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a free home buyer's guide for you that walks you through the entire process of how to effectively purchase your new home, what to look out for, and more importantly, how to help you avoid any costly mistakes. You can find the link to download the free guide in the description section below. Of course, if you do have any questions at all, or if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, my contact information is also below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, we'll catch you on the next one.